So finally we're there and we're going to divide with fractions. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. 2 over 3, for instance, divided by 2 equals. Now I have 2/3, and let me draw a pizza again. Yeah, I hope you've seen all my previous videos about fractions and you will have noticed that every time I refer to a pizza. And I divide that pizza into 3 equal parts. Yeah, well, that's a horrible sketch, but these parts are all equal, yeah? And I have 2 of them, so I have, let me write that down first, yeah? I have 2 of those parts, okay? So I have this one, 1/3, and I have, let's say, that one, 2/3. But now I have to share it with one of my friends, so I have to divide my 2/3 by 2. Yeah, which I don't like because I love pizza, but of course it's also good to share with your friends. Sharing is caring. So how much do we all get? Well, if I have 1/3 and I have another third, so I have 2/3 divided by 2, well then each of us is going to get 1/3. Yeah, so 2/3 divided by 2 equals 1/3. Okay, but I want to give you another example, because what do I do when I have to divide, let's say, half a pizza by 2? Because this works in this scenario, because my numerator is 2 divided by 2, yeah, that's easy, that is 1. But what happens if I can't really divide my numerator into 2? Yeah, so I have half a pizza, okay, and I have to divide that half pizza by 2, yeah? So how do I do that? Well, what would you do? I would grab a knife. Yeah. So if you all of a sudden come over and you say, hey, give me half of your half pizza, and I grab a knife and I cut it. Yeah. So then I will take this part and you will take that part. So which part of the full pizza do both of us get? Well, a quarter, as you can see, and you're gonna get a quarter. So the answer here is 1/4. A half divided by 2 is 1/4. Now, I'm not going to draw pizzas all the time. How do I work this out? And I'm going to show you a way that it will always work. So I'm going to write down the same examples again. 2/3 divided by 2. And the other one is 1/2 divided by 2. Because after these 2 examples, we can do, for instance, well, let's do a little bit crazy, 5/7 divided by 1/8. Yeah, in about 20 seconds time, let's say 30 seconds, you'll be able to answer this question as well. Don't worry, because when we are dividing a fraction, it is always a good idea to write that other number also as a fraction, 2 divided by 1. Yeah. Now, where with multiplying, we just multiply the numerators and we multiply the denominators with each other. With fractions, we don't do that. Now, first, we find the reciprocal of my divisor. Reciprocal, what does that mean? That is turning the fraction around. Turning the fraction around. So 2/3, and that the divisor is the reciprocal, so that is 1/2, and then dividing becomes times. 2/3 divided by 2 is the same as 2/3 times 1/2. Now, hang on a minute, that is easier multiplying, because we have noticed, like I just said, that we just multiply those numerators with each other. 2 times 1, 2, and we multiply the denominators with each other. 3 times 2 is 6, and after simplifying, we get 1/3. And we have seen when I was drawing that pizza that indeed, if I just go back, both of us would get 1/3 of a pizza. So 1/2 divided by 2, I know my answer is half, okay, but 1/2 then becomes times, that is 2/1, so times the reciprocal, so 1/2 as well. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. And indeed, that is the answer I expected. Now, why is it important to understand this method and that you're able to apply it? Because you're going to get these types of questions. 5/7 divided by 1/8. Well, I don't know how to draw that in a pizza, but I do know that that is the same, that is equal to 5/7 times the reciprocal, so 8 over 1. I just turn that divisor around, if you like. 5 times 8 is 40, 7 times 1 is 7. Top heavy fraction, yeah, so you always simplify. 40 divided by 7, I can take 5 whole ones out, 35, my remainder is 5 over 7. That just fits there in the corner of my paper. 5 over 7. Alright, there we go. Dividing fractions is the same as timesing it, and then take the reciprocal of the fraction you're dividing it by with a number. Yeah? Okay, I'll see you at the next videos. More examples for you. Excellent.